My parents are gold diggers. Growing up, I always thought my mom and dad just had really lucky friends. Every year, we'd be hanging out with some brand new auntie or uncle who just so happened to own a mansion, drive luxury cars, and throw parties that looked like something out of a movie. My parents always framed it like, oh, we're just really social, we know everyone. And as a kid, I believed it. I thought my parents were magnetic people that everyone wanted to be around. But when I got older, I started noticing things that didn't quite add up. Like, why did my mom suddenly become obsessed with golf when her new bestie was a retired CEO who had his own private course? Or why did my dad suddenly get really into wine tasting and expensive art right when we started spending time with this much older widow who had a private gallery in her house? At first, I brushed it off as coincidence. People pick up hobbies all the time, right? But then I realized every single hobby lined up perfectly with the hobbies of whatever wealthy person they had just befriended. And somehow these friendships always came with perks. Fancy dinners, free trips, and even gifts that seemed way out of the ordinary. That's when I started putting the pieces together. The kicker came when I was 16. I came home early from school one day and found my parents arguing in the kitchen. Not over bills or chores, but over who had dibs on being extra nice to the neighbor down the street. Why, you might ask? Because she had connections. Literal, actual dibs. I just stood there thinking, what even is my life right now? Even then, I wasn't sure if I was overthinking it. But the older I got, the more obvious it became. My mom straight up told me last year, sweetheart, if you're ever dating someone, make sure they at least own property. She wasn't joking. She said it like she was passing down family wisdom, except her version came with a gold digger handbook. And now it's messed me up. I'm in my 20s trying to date, and I have this reflex I can't turn off. If someone drives a Toyota instead of a Tesla, I hear my mom's voice whispering, don't do it, aim higher. It doesn't stop there. I've caught myself judging people's shoes, their watches, even the neighborhoods they live in, and it's not because I care. It's because I was raised where status was everything. I feel guilty for even noticing those things, but it's like my parents' voices are embedded in my brain. The worst part? They wear it like a badge of honor. They'll tell stories at family gatherings about how they networked their way into a free vacation or charmed their way into an exclusive event. Everyone laughs, but I just sit there thinking, this is kind of horrifying. I'm not saying my childhood was bad. Honestly, a lot of it was fun. We traveled, met interesting people, and I never really wanted for anything. But the older I get, the more I realize my parents weren't just social butterflies. They were basically professional gold diggers.